my school right now and get me, Mom. That advisor really did it to me this time, leaving me at school like this. Just because I was a little late getting here, they left and didn't even say a word to me. You're kidding me, right? You ran late to school again? Well, it's not my fault that a brand new crepe store was built right in front of the bus stop. I went inside there to have a crepe for breakfast, and that led to me being 30 minutes late. But to think that the advisor would just leave one of their students here to go to that championship, I cannot believe this. Especially when I'm a regular on the team. Well, it's your fault for being late to school again. I'm sure that advisor has told you plenty of times now to be careful about running late, right? Shut up, Mom. Who cares now? Just hurry up and come get me. If you can get me right now, you can take me to the championship and I should be able to make it there before things start. I'm waiting out front, so hurry it up. I'm sorry, Kylie. Ever since last night, I haven't been feeling too well. You're not feeling well, and so what? All morning long, I have been feeling miserable, and just a second ago, I took my temperature, and it seems I'm running a fever of 99 degrees. As of right now, I'm not sure I can drive. Huh? Well, then what's going to happen to me being at the championship today? This is the most important championship to me. It's also going to be my last championship before I'm done on the team, so I have to be there. I'm really sorry, but it is too dangerous for me to drive when running a fever. Do you think you can just come back home first? I can give your dad a call and see if he can take you. That would just be a waste of my time, so hurry up and get me already. Who cares that you have a simple fever? You're my mom and you should be able to do anything for me, right? What? Just put a cold cloth on your head and come get me. And then take me to that dang championship. That's your job as my mom, all right? This is your daughter's most important competition before she leaves the team. If I'm not able to be there for it, I'll hate you forever.
Hey, Kimberly. It's time for our date. Hurry up and get over to the cafe right now to see me. You and I have a lot to talk about regarding the divorce, so I want to make this quick.
Did you not listen to the voicemail I left for you?
Voicemail? What are you talking about? I don't have time to look for your voicemail, so hurry it up and get to the cafe. Today, I've done just as you've asked and brought my girlfriend along with me.
I'm sorry, Robert. Right now, I have a really bad fever, so it's not the time for me to be going out. So can we just push our talks back to another day, and could you also go and get Kylie from school? She would really like someone to take her to her championship today.
Why should I have to be the one to do such a bothersome thing as that? Shouldn't her school be the one to have taken her to a thing like that?
Well, this is a very important championship for her. It's the last one before she leaves the team. And she's told me that she's always been the one playing for the team.
Do you think I care about that? Her being good at a sport or whatever in middle school isn't going to have an effect on her future now, will it?
What?
And as of right now, the only thing you should be concerned about is this conversation between the three of us. I'm not going to believe you one bit about some fever, so get yourself in the car and come meet us here. You can lie and try to cancel these talks all you want, but it's not going to stop the love that I have for my girlfriend.
I'm not even lying, though. I seriously have a fever. I just took my temperature again, and I'm at 102 now. Even if I wanted to go see you right now, I can't.
102? Are you sure you're not just shocked about how much I'm in love with another woman over you? That's why you have the fever. I guess you really do get stressed about everything, don't you?
Huh?
But I'm sorry, Kimberly. No matter how much you try and win me back over to you, it's not going to work. The chemistry just isn't there anymore. I'm deeply in love with Mary now. And once I've gotten the divorce from you, I'm going to be getting married to her immediately.
I'm not trying to win you back over to me, and I happen to want this divorce as well. And once this divorce happens, you go right ahead and get married to her. But right now, I really can't get out of this house to come and see you both. With how bad I'm feeling right now, having to talk about things like child support and the dividing of our properties will be too much. I just can't do that right now.
Well then, how about this? How about we don't delay things any longer and we end our talks right now? You didn't want to show up to talk today, so that's that. In other words, that means you don't care about the terms of the divorce, or leaving them up to me. And that means you don't care about what happens with the child support, the settlement, or the properties we have to divide.
What?
Both myself and my girlfriend really want this divorce to happen. Now. Then her and I will finally be able to get married. But right now, all this talk about wanting to delay our talks and all of that is stopping our dream in its tracks. So cut the crap, all right? We aren't going to change the date of our little meeting. And instead, the talks end right here.
You're lying, right? You can't do something as messed up as that, right?
If you're going to be upset over this, then get upset with yourself for having a fever on such an important day as this. It's a freaking disgrace for you, of all people, to be getting sick when you rarely ever leave the house as a housewife. You really are the most useless woman ever, and you're not going to let me believe otherwise, are you?
Huh?
Look, unlike you, my girlfriend is the perfect woman and will forever be that way to me. She cares so much about her health that she exercises every day, and it sure shows when she takes her clothes off. Because of that, she looks good in any style of clothing, and her skin glows, unlike the dried up crap that you have on you, old hag. And if that wasn't enough, she also happens to excel at cooking. Compared to that tasteless crap you make every day, her cooking is like that of a Michelin star chef.
I am so sorry that my skin and cooking aren't good enough for you. I really would like to work out myself, but I just don't have the time. And you want to know where all that time goes? It goes into caring for both my careless child and my useless husband.
Excuse me?
And another thing, you happen to love loads of sodium in all your meals, and that's why you always call my cooking awful. Did you know the amount of salt you eat every day is going to kill you soon? Did you forget about what the doctor told you this year after your checkup?
Shut it. It should be your job as the wife to take care of those bad results for me. You just continue to make complaints about everything and have excuses for why you can never be as good of a wife as you should be.
What did you say?
I'm done here. There's nothing else I need to say to you now. I'll leave you to hand in those divorce papers, all right? I don't care how bad your fever is. You should be able to go to the courthouse down the road, right?
Hey, I've had enough of your crap, Mom. When the hell are you going to come and get me from here? I have been waiting for 2 hours now in front of this stupid school for your butt to come get me. What, Kylie? Now I might not make it in time for the matches tonight. If I'm not there to play, the team will never win. So hurry up and get me right now. Now. What the hell could you be doing in that house right now that is more important than me? I'm sorry, Kylie. I had to go to the hospital. I was just taken back by the doctor and they are getting ready to examine me. Huh? You're at the hospital now? I've started to have a fever of 102 now. But luckily, while I was on my way to the doctor's, I was helped by someone who saw my state and they called an ambulance for me. That's why I'm in the hospital now. I had asked to have your dad get you and take you to the championship before all this happened. I'll ask him again right now to see if he'll come get you. I am not going to wait for all that to happen. Now, you leave that hospital right now and come get me. You do not have the time right now to be screwing off and going to the hospital. You tell the doctor you'll see him later and come get me right now. The doctor is not going to let me leave right now, Kylie. I'm not feeling well, and there is no way I can get you and take you all the way to the competition. I took some medication for the fever and all, but I need to get examined now to see what the problem is. I am not going to let you get away with stupid excuses like that. Who the hell cares how bad your fever is right now? You come and get me. Your dang daughter is asking you to come and get her, so you get your butt up and come get me. If you really want to slack off by sitting in the hospital all day, you can go do that after taking me to the championship. Kylie, did you not just hear me say that I was about to pass out in the streets? Are you not even worried about the fact that I'm extremely sick right now? Your own mom? I'll start to worry about you once you have something to offer me. If you take me to the championship, then I'll start worrying. Can you do that for me? Or better yet, could you go complain to the school about the idiot advisor that left me here at the school? I'll start worrying about you once you give me a reason to. What? Now, since you haven't done anything for me yet, you should just shut up and come help your child out. Your job as the housewife is to care for your dang family first. If you can't even do that for Dad and I, then you're not fit to be my mom. I'll make you responsible for me missing my last championship if you don't come and get me right now. Kylie, get the hell out of that hospital and come to the school. If you don't do that right now, I'll have Dad divorce you. How about that, Mom? Do you want for Dad and I to leave you for good? We're already getting a divorce, though. What? Oh, wait, I remember why I was walking on the street now. I was getting the divorce from your dad that he asked for. I wasn't trying to go to any doctor for my fever, so it's all happened now, actually. I'm no longer married to your dad, and if you think I'm not a good fit to be your mom, then so be it. I guess I'm too sick now to be having a conversation with some random child anyway, so I'll just end the messages now. Now I need to take care of myself, so I'm going to take a quick nap here. Good night. Wait a second, Mom. What the hell do you mean you're going to sleep now? Are you not coming to get me? And what's this about a divorce? I have no idea what's going on right now, Mom. Tell me what the hell all of this is about. I'm going to sleep now. Bye-bye.
Stop screwing around right now, you messed up hag. Because of you, I've been left feeling freaking embarrassed. Why would you do something like this to me?
You're being really loud right now. That's not the way to act around a sick person who's just woken up in the hospital, all right? What are you talking about right now, Robert?
I'm talking about how, because of you, I'm having to feel embarrassed. Why didn't you go to the school to get Riley? Because of you, the police and the school called me about her.
Really?
They were wondering why on the weekend one of the students was just standing outside the school all day. Someone close by saw her all day and decided to call the police because they were worried about her. And now, because of that, I'm having to take calls from both the school and the police. Get your butt up and come to the school right now.
You're kidding me. You never went there to get her after I specifically asked you to a while ago? I told you twice, actually, to go get her and take her to the championship.
And I told you that I don't care about some stupid championship. And I was planning on coming home after my day out with the lady.
Well, I also asked her to go home since I wasn't going to be able to get her. It's only a 20-minute walk from the school to the house, right? Anyway, shouldn't you be worried about your daughter and have gone to pick her up when I told you of my condition?
I don't give a crap about you or her. I was having my date with my girlfriend all day and don't need to be having the police yapping my ear off on the other side of the phone.
Are you serious, Robert? Even after that planned meeting we had at the cafe, you stayed with her for the rest of the day?
And I would have gone home after that meeting, but because you never showed up, the rest of my plans for the day were gone. And I had more time for her. You think I'd leave her to go home without taking her out on a date after that?
So you just left your daughter to stand out in front of the school all day when it's this cold out? All because you wanted to go out with your girlfriend on a date the whole day?
At the time, I never thought I'd be getting called by the police about it. Because of that, my girlfriend and I both freaked out and went straight to the school to get her. And the moment we got here, Kylie screamed out asking who the hell I was with. Do you have any idea how terrible that made me feel when we were all standing around the police and the school administrators?
Wow.
Right now, Kylie is so pissed off that I can't calm her down. All because she knows the reason for the divorce is because my girlfriend. When my girlfriend heard Kylie talking like that about her, she got upset with me as well. So to make things even worse for me, she took me in her arm and said that Kylie's dad was now hers. Then both the police and the school staff looked at me with terrible looks on their faces like I was the problem.
Well, you are the problem, hence why they all looked at you like that.
The police took me aside after that and started to lecture me on how embarrassed I should feel for leaving my daughter outside all day to be with the woman I'm cheating on you with. And none of the school staff wanted even a single word with me. This is the most embarrassed I've ever felt in my life, god dang it.
Oh, you poor, poor thing. Now I'm going to get back to sleep here, so goodbye.
Hey, wait, I'm not done talking to you just yet. Did you already go and hand in the divorce papers? I need to make sure you've gone and done that for me.
If that's what you want to know, then yes. You told me to hand them into the courthouse after all, didn't you? And as for myself, I've been waiting for the chance to finally end things between myself and one of the most toxic men I know. So when my fever was just a little bit done, I made the most of my strength and went straight down the road to the courthouse. But even though I was able to hand in those papers on my way back, I almost collapsed.
When you went and handed in those papers, you made sure to take full custody of Kylie, right? My girlfriend just told me that she doesn't want some back-talking brat like that in our lives anymore. Now that I remember, you and I never had the chance to talk about who'd have the right to her, right?
Well, we were planning on talking about that today, weren't we?
But even without us even having to talk about that point, you understood what I wanted, correct? Normally it's the mother that always wants full custody of their child, so you went and did that, right? I know that even without talking about that detail, you were able to assume what I wanted correctly.
I'm sorry, Robert, but I made sure that you took full custody of her.
What?
Well, if I was going to take her, then the paperwork would have only become longer for myself. I would have had to prove that I'm her mother, and then would have had to change both our last names back to mine. Just a lot of work. But when it came to what you told me before, you said you just wanted me to hand in those papers. You never gave me any instructions on who got custody of her, right? Honestly, to someone who's suffering the fever I am, it was strange of you to ask me to do all of this stuff to begin with. That's why I just left her with you, thinking that would be all right.
Are you stupid? Why would you do something like that without asking me first?
Who was the one that went ahead and decided things without me?
I don't need custody of her. Mary already told me that she just wants it to be me and her. Yet now you've gone and done it by making me take full custody of the brat.
I'm sure if Kylie were to hear what you just said about her, she would be pretty heartbroken. Not only was she shocked to find out that you've been cheating on me, she would now have to learn that you don't even want her anymore as your daughter.
God dang it. How the hell am I going to explain this to my girlfriend, huh? That's it. Now that I have to take care of Kylie, I'm going to need child support from you. Since you've gone and pushed her off onto us, we want $2,000 every month. If you can make payments like that to us every month, then I'm sure Mary will be just fine with us taking on the girl.
I have no reason to pay you guys child support. Remember how you said today that since we couldn't meet at the cafe, that meant nobody had to pay any child support? Since you never let me have the chance to talk about it, I'm not liable to pay you anything.
What did you say?
You're not going to have to pay me a settlement or anything, so it's all good, right? I think it's fine that the both of us don't get any money out of this.
I'm not playing games here, you witch. My girlfriend will not allow this if she's not getting any money. She's already told me she doesn't want Kylie, and I myself know that by having Kylie living with us, things will go downhill really quick. That's why you were supposed to take her off my hands, and then everything would have been completely fine.
Don't worry. I'm sure that by having her around you more, you'll both become good friends again. Women are like that, you know?
Are you sure?
And if I remember correctly, that girlfriend of yours is a bit younger than me, meaning she might be closer in age to Kylie than myself. So they might just become great friends due to that alone. So calm down now and have the three of you guys become close to one another this time. I can't take it anymore. Come here and get me right now, Mom. You should be out of the hospital now and feeling a lot better, right? Oh, what's happened? I was assuming that you, your dad, and his girlfriend were all living so well with one another. The life I am having to live right now is not at all fun. Everyone at school already knows about how Dad cheated on you and about how your guys' divorce went. And as for the advisor for the team, they're asking me to leave because I can't seem to stop being late all the time. I just have a few more months before I graduate from middle school, but they're all voting to kick me off the team. Oh my, Kylie, it sounds like you're having quite some trouble in school now. And it's not just school that's terrible right now. Life at home frickin' sucks balls. That stupid witch that Dad's dating is always so dang cold to me. Oh, is that right? That witch can't do anything on her own either, and she's just the worst. When it comes to the laundry, it is so half-assed, and the only cleaning she does is of the places she can see. Whenever I tell her that there's still some dust left behind to clean, she tells me to pick up the duster and do it myself. Well, that's too bad. And above all that, her cooking is horrible. Everything she makes is so dang greasy, and it tastes like bricks of salt. How can anybody even eat what she's cooking? But your dad told me that her cooking is leagues better than mine. She seems to be great at making meals that men like, but I guess it's not good enough for some child's stomach. I don't want to be around here anymore. Please just come and take me away from here. You've been left all on your own after the divorce, so I'm sure you want someone there with you, right? After all, mom's only reasons for living is to take care of their kid, right? I'm sure ever since you lost me, you've been so lonely and sad, right? Not at all, actually. Ever since you went with your dad, my life has been stress-free. What? And another thing, I'm not all by myself here. I've been surrounded by kids of my own recently, and things have been wonderful and fun every single day. I never knew taking care of other people could be this fun for me. Wait a second. What? Who are you living with right now? Don't tell me that you already got remarried and have kids. I am totally over being married and can't be asked for a husband. Right now, I've been working at my friend's foster home, surrounded by kids of all ages. And it's not just here that I'm working, but at the preschool next door with some more kids. So every single day is full of fun for me. You're working at a foster home and a preschool? You're working at two of the most annoying and loud places in this town. Well, contrary to what you might believe, all of the kids here at the foster care are very well behaved, and the same goes over at the preschool. A lot of them even help with the cooking here at the foster home and will clean up whenever they're done eating. And whenever I step in to do the chores, they always tell me thanks with a smile on their faces. I never knew that a single word like thanks could bring me so much joy. Right now, I'm having the time of my life working these jobs. What the hell are you talking about, Mom? You're supposed to be my mom, right? Stop taking care of some random brats and take me home with you instead. It's way more fun raising your own daughter, isn't it? And you should find working as my mom being the best job you've ever had. Kylie, I'm no longer your mom anymore. The divorce already took place and your dad has full custody of you now. So would you please stop calling me your mom because it's a bit strange. What? I hated taking care of you, actually. I had to spend every day being treated like crap by you because I was a housewife, and you would always talk to me in the most disrespectful tone. I don't love you anymore because of that, and if you want me to make that any more clear for you, consider today the last time you'll ever talk to me. You're kidding me. Why would you say something so mean to me as my mom? I'm your actual daughter, aren't I? You gave birth to me. And you were my actual daughter. Yet you said some of the meanest things ever to me, even though I'm your actual mom. Now I have some work left to do today, so goodbye forever. I hope things go well for you and your dad's girlfriend. Right after that last text, I never heard anything back from Kylie ever again. According to some whispers I've heard, though, things after that really went far downhill for Kylie, as she started getting into all sorts of trouble. Whether it was her newly found love for smoking cigarettes, or the fact that she'd constantly be getting caught up with the police. And on the most recent incident, both Kylie's dad and his girlfriend went to the station to get her, but the police already knew exactly who they were from the previous time they met at the school. There, the police told them that it was no wonder Kylie started to get into trouble, since both her dad and his girlfriend liked to get into trouble themselves. After that day, Kylie ended up dropping out of high school and would start her newfound life as a high school dropout. This was later followed by her dad and his girlfriend talking about breaking things off, and soon after that, they were no more.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.
Hey sis! I just wanted to say congratulations! I heard from Dad that you got engaged.
Thanks, Abby.
I mean, who would have thought that you were ever getting engaged? Wow! I guess there are really people in this world with odd preferences. Who on earth would actively choose an ugly person as their wife?
Haha, very funny.
Are you sure this isn't some type of fraud? We both know that no one in their right mind would try to date a nerd like you, who doesn't even do her nails. Neither did I think you had any interest in men. You seem like the type to be reading instead of going on dates.
You went out of your way and messaged me just to say that? Is it so much to ask for a sincere congratulations from you?
You're getting congratulated plenty enough by Dad and the rest of our family. Someone needs to show you your place. Ever since we were little, you were the smart one. You went to a good college and you got to work at a great company. And now you get to have a happy marriage? You're the daughter of our parents' dreams. Really? I hope you're enjoying kissing their feet like this.
Really, Abby?
Can you really imagine how it's like to be the younger sister of such a prodigy? Mom and Dad are probably gonna start comparing me to you again. And they'll start asking me when I'm gonna get married. I'm tired of hearing the line, "Just learn from your sister." Why do you keep torturing me like this? Just seeing you carry your life with such ease makes me want to puke.
Mom and Dad are just worried about you, and that's why they say all of those things. You know, that they just want the best for you. And if you don't want them saying those things for you, then I suggest that you try and getting an actual job for once.
What did you just say to me?
I heard about everything from Dad. You got fired from your part-time job in 3 days again, right? You've been doing this over and over again, ever since you graduated from high school. Why wouldn't Mom and Dad be worried for you?
Shut up! I only got fired because my hard-headed boss wouldn't let it slide when I was 3 hours late. He's the one who needs to learn how to forgive people. But guess what? Mom and Dad just get angry at me for it. You'd never understand how I feel. Always getting praised for every single step you take.
Abby.
Don't expect everything to keep going your way, because I know for a fact that things between you and me are going to even out. I'll make sure that they do.
Hey, Jess. Do you have a minute? I have something really important that I need to tell you.
Hey, honey. What's up?
I'm sorry about this being so sudden, but I need you to break up with me. I can't get married to you. I'm sorry.
What do you mean you can't get married with me? Is this a prank or something?
What have I ever done to make you regret proposing to me?
Nothing. You're an absolutely amazing person, Jess. And I'm grateful for all the time that I got to spend together with you. But I found someone that I just know is the person for me.
Who?
I don't want you to freak out, but it's actually Abby. I decided that I want to spend the rest of my life with her. And if you care for me, then you'd want the best for me, right?
What? Abby? Like my sister? What? You just met someone else with the same name, right?
No, I'm talking about your younger sister. We started dating last week.
You were cheating on me?
Well, yeah. I've always thought of her as your cute little sister, but I started to see her as another type of cute, and my feelings started to shift towards her. That's when she hit me up and we started talking through text. She seemed really enthusiastic with getting to know me, and one thing led to another, and I couldn't keep lying to myself. I'm sorry.
Wow. I don't even know what to say. You cheated on me while you were still engaged with me. And of all people, with my little sister? And now you want to cancel our engagement and to get married with her? Are you insane?
I ask that to myself every night, but I can't control my feelings. And my feelings are telling me that I love Abby more than I love you. Do you really want to get married with someone like that? Ever since I started developing feelings for Abby, I can't stand being in the same room with you. I feel like I'm about to suffocate. I think that us splitting and you finding a new partner while I marry the person I love is the best choice for all of us. To be completely honest with you, I've been having my doubts about this marriage for a while. I like you, and I think that you're an earnest, respectable woman, but you just gotta raise again, right? I don't know. I just feel like I'm less valuable when I'm with you. it just isn't as enjoyable as being with someone who I can feel like I'm protecting.
What does me getting a raise have anything to do with your value as a person? You are the one who's been cheering me for the past few years. And my hard work pays off and I get raises. And you suddenly feel less valuable? You should have just told me if you felt that way.
I have my pride. I can't just tell you how I feel. We just didn't click in that sense. Abby is the type who can't do anything by herself, and I feel like I'm the type of person to thrive more when supporting someone like that.
I don't get it. It just seems to me that all you're thinking about is yourself. You support me whenever you feel like it, but you get hurt for no reason after my hard work pays off. And now you cheat on me because you felt like it? I can't believe you. Whatever. Let's split then. I wouldn't want to marry a man who gets hurt and starts cheating because his wife got a raise anyways.
Alright. I guess you're gonna be my sister-in-law from now on then.
Huh? Wait, you still think you can marry my sister?
What? Why not? Nothing's changed from when I was about to marry you.
You're the man who's trying to switch from me to my sister right before the wedding. Do you really think my parents are going to accept you as their son-in-law?
I mean, that doesn't change the fact that their precious daughter is getting married, right? Besides, they've been eager to see either one of you get married, so I'm sure they'll understand the circumstances and allow this to happen.
We'll see about that.
I hope we can put this in the past and support each other as siblings-in-law. This really is a dream come true, being able to marry into a wealthy household like yours with the wife of my dreams. If anything happens, I'm counting on you, sis.
What do you mean by wealthy? My parents are both office workers at ordinary companies.
That's the biggest understatement I heard all year. Have you seen the house they live in? A pair of office workers wouldn't be able to afford that kind of house. I was shook when I first saw it when I came over to say hi to your parents. I expected to see a house and you took me to a castle. Why didn't you ever tell me that you were so rich?
I think there's a misunderstanding here. That house.
Oh yeah, me and Abby are thinking of living in that castle after we get married.
What?
I mean, you see it once in a while, right? Where the married couple moves back in, lives together with their parents. We're thinking of doing that. So when that happens, we're gonna have to ask you to find your own place. I really don't think Abby would like me to be living under the same roof as my ex-girlfriend, you know?
I'm done listening to your stupid favors, Dan. Why do I need to move out so that you two can move in? That makes no sense.
Really, Jess? Two of the people who you care about the most are wanting to move in. Do you really have a choice? Besides, I'm gonna be the only male in this generation for the Stevens family. As the leader of the family, you're gonna need me at the headquarters, you know?
This is so stupid.
Say what you want, but that's just how it's gonna have to be. Abby and I will take good care of the house and your parents, so don't worry. This is the best way for our whole family to thrive.
I built that house, Dan.
What?
You think you're going to be the leader of the house when you get married with Abby? Well, if you're going to want to be the leader of that house, then I'm gonna need you to buy it off of me. Then you'll truly be the leader of that house.
I'm not really getting what you're saying. What do you mean you built that house?
I mean, it's just the way it sounds. I built that house with the money I earned myself.
What?
I did think that it was odd that you decided to make such a risky choice. Cheating on me and trying to marry my own sister? But I get it now. You thought that you would get everything that our family had to offer. Wow. Just wow. All of the love that I built up for you over these years just flushed out like nothing. Thank God you cheated on me. I was about to make the worst mistake of my life, marrying you.
It still does not make any sense, no matter how much I think about it. You built that house with your money. It would take centuries to save up enough to build a house like that. You're lying to try and keep me and Abby from moving in, aren't you?
You really think I'm lying?
Yeah. We're not talking about some big house in the neighborhood. That was a mansion. It would take a few $1 million at the least to build that kind of house. No matter how many raises you're getting, it doesn't add up. You're really trying to tell me that you've been a millionaire all this time?
Yes, I am. I own a patent.
A patent?
Yes, one that I earned during the summer break of 7th grade. I was listing ideas about the kinds of stationery goods that I thought would be a good concept in my notebook. And my parents said that it might be a good idea to get a patent for them. So that's what I did.
Are patents something you can just get when you feel like it?
I mean, it was a lot of work. But my parents were weirdly committed at the time. So we got through. And a stationery goods maker saw my designs and offered me a contract. Lo and behold, now I'm making a very good amount of money off of that contract.
What?
Right now, I have income from both my day job and the contract that I made with my client. So I was able to save up millions. After a while, I decided to build a mansion for myself and my parents. And here I am. This is all thanks to my parents who let me pursue my random passion and took it serious enough to get a patent for me. So I wanted to give back to them, like any normal person would.
Wait. So that huge house is actually owned by you?
Yes.
So even if I marry into your family and become the man of the house, I'll still never own the house.
Exactly. Not that I'm ever going to allow you to move into my house anyways.
Why not?
Why would I? Did you really expect me to let you stay in my own house after everything you've done to me?
You gotta be kidding me. But all of the choices that I made were made given that I'd be able to live in that house. It was the biggest integer in my equation to a dream life.
And why should I care? If you want to live in my house, then I'm gonna need you to pay some rent, or you can buy the whole thing off of me with one-time payment.
I need to pay you rent or buy the whole house off you.
The rent will be $5,000 a month. If you're thinking of buying, then it'll cost you about $5 million.
What? How would I be able to pay an amount like that?
But if you can't pay for it, then don't ask for it.
But
a small apartment suits the two of you better anyways. You won't be setting a single foot in my house ever again.
But my dream house, my mansion.
It's my mansion, Dan. Whatever. I hope you have a happy life together with Abby. Goodbye. Jess! It's an emergency! I just got called out by Mom and Dad. They said that they weren't going to let me live in their house if I'm going to get married with Dan. They just dumped all of my belongings out onto the lawn and told me that they're not my parents anymore. It's fine, Abby. Even if you lost your parents, you gain a great husband who's going to take care of you for the rest of your life, right? If your family throws you away, then just make a new family. Ugh! You're not helping! All I did was pursue my own feelings. And that's all he did too. But Mom and Dad side with you. As always, just because you're a little bit smarter than me. Why does everyone side with you instead of me? This isn't fair. This is completely fair, Abby. All I did was work hard and try to make subtle but consistent progress since I was little. And everyone knows that I earned everything that I have right now. That's why they side with me. I'm not like you, who never worked hard for anything and kept putting off your responsibilities. We each had a fair chance at life, and I made the most of it. You dove for expedient pleasure every time it was offered, and this is where it got you. When did I ever not work hard? For starters, you never did your homework or studied simply because you didn't want to. Whenever our parents tried to find your passion for you, like that soccer club or the spelling bee, you just whine about not wanting to be there and slack off. They tried to get you to learn how to play the piano, but you threw a tantrum and ripped up the music sheets and ran off. Anytime our parents would try to help you get back on your track, you would just run away from the opportunity. That's what sets us apart. I never ran away from an opportunity, no matter how intimidating it is. What was I supposed to do? I don't want to do what I don't want to do. You only get to use that as an excuse up until 3rd grade, Abby. But you never grew up. You never got a proper job because you were afraid of the commitment. And even for part-time jobs, that don't require much commitment, you still have never kept the same job for more than a week. I'm surprised that Mom and Dad even kept dealing with your bullshit up until this point. That's just how large their hearts are. But you still manage to fail them. Take initiative, Abby. Take initiative for once in your life.
Ugh, stop telling me everything I already know. You'd never understand how someone who can't carry out life with ease like you can.
Don't tell me that you can't, when you've never tried for a single time in your life. And you know what? You'd never understand how I have to feel either. How it feels to have your fiancé taken away from your own little sister. Do you think you have it difficult compared to me? Do you? You know what? Maybe I should sue you too. It doesn't matter whether you're my sister or you're my family or whatever. You need to take responsibility for harming me like this.
Hold on. Please, just take a deep breath. You're really going to sue your own sister for money? Even though we're family? How could you do that to me?
How could you ruin my marriage? You know what? I have some dignity, unlike you. Get away from me, somewhere far away. If you do that, then I won't sue you.
Really? So I won't have to pay you any money?
But you need to do it right now. Leave this down. Right now.
I'll be right on it. You'll never have to see my face ever again.
Sorry about everything that's happened lately, Jess. I really do regret every single part of it from the bottom of my heart.
Oh, really? You regret doing all of this?
Yeah. I can't believe that I even had the thought of leaving you to marry your little sister. I was crazy. But I'm glad to be able to tell you that it was all a misunderstanding.
What?
I never even imagined that you were the one who built that mansion on your own. I mean, your parents seem very kind and hardworking, so I completely thought that they owned the house. I mean, they even have a daughter like your younger sister, but they still live in a house like that, so it's only natural to think that they have the financial freedom to choose to keep raising her at this age, you know? I was practically set up to believe in all of that.
I was the one who continued to raise my sister, Dan. And I paid a full fee for this house, including her portion.
I'm so sorry. All of these misunderstandings blinded me from the right choice, and they forced me to do what I did. And I even went as far as to cheat on you with your own sister. But I'm very proud to tell you that I already broke up with her. So please, give me a second chance.
What? You broke up with her? I thought she was the love of your life. What a waste.
I gave some deep thought to it, and it turned out that she wasn't the love of my life at all.
What?
I was jealous of the way you were so successful, and I wanted to feel the feeling of someone needing me unconditionally. But deep down, it was always you that I loved.
I've never heard such an unromantic confession of love, and I've never felt my heart beat so slowly than before.
Please don't say that. What do you say? Would you like to start over with me? I promise that I'll make you the happiest girl in the world. No matter how many raises you get, and no matter how successful you become. I'll never do such a thing, or feel that way. I'll cheer you on. So please, give me one last chance. Will you please marry me?
Why would I marry an idiot like you? And I'll be suing you.
What?
I promised Abby that I wouldn't sue her as long as I never see her face again. But you're a different case. I expect to never see you again. And on top of that, I'll have you pay for all the things in my life that you've taken away.
You gotta be kidding. Can you at least give me a promise to keep in exchange for not being sued too?
Alright. Then I won't sue you if you're able to buy my mansion from me.
Buy your mansion?
Yes. You can't? Alright. I guess you broke our promise then. I'll be contacting you through my lawyer in a few days. If you truly regret everything you've done, then I expect you to make the full payment.
Please, hold on, Jess. Look, can we just meet in person, talk things out? I'm sure you'll feel differently once you see my face in person.
I have no choice but to punch your face once I see it in person, so I think I'm good. Goodbye. After suing Dan in court, I was able to receive a decent amount of money for compensation fees. On top of that, we officially resolved our engagement. Since Abby promised to never show her face to me again, I have never even heard of her, and no one knows what she's doing or where she is right now. Apparently my parents know all about where she is and what she does, but they seem utterly and completely done with Abby. So it seems that they have no intention in seeing her ever again, regardless of this knowledge. My ex, Dan, had spent all of his savings to pay the court fees, so he tried to move back in with his parents, but they rejected him after hearing what he'd done to me. And I heard that none of his relatives are speaking to him ever again. Even his friends would mock him for wasting such a good opportunity, and now he lives in a small apartment, going back and forth from work and on there. I, on the other hand, have been working hard every day after all of this, because I believe that the people who work hard should be able to make the most out of life. And I have no intention in letting my crappy ex get in the way of achieving that.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.
You'd better stop all of that right now. I know without a doubt in my mind that you were the one who had called the reception hall and had our wedding canceled. What? What could you possibly be talking about right now? I have no idea, Nina. I just got a call from the reception hall about it. They told me that a female with the same last name as the groom called the reception hall and said that she wanted the wedding canceled. But I went ahead and told them that it was not me. Oh my. You totally forgot about you calling them to cancel that wedding, did you? So not only are you a moneyless loser, but you seem to have no brain in that head of yours, Nina. Well, it's totally worth having that wedding canceled now if you can't seem to control yourself. What? You called them yourself to ask for the wedding to be canceled, right? Yet you went and forgot all about that and then started to blame me for being the one to call them. Could this mean you have a split personality or something? I'm sorry, but I don't want to become the sister-in-law of a woman with those problems. I think having the wedding canceled is the right move here. You are really trying so hard to hide the fact that you did this. Well, if you really want me to believe I did it myself, then so be it. At least you called the dummy reception hall that we set up for, so it's not like the actual wedding will be affected at all. Huh? You wait just a second. What do you mean by the dummy reception hall? To tell you the truth now, we lied to you about the location of our wedding. We're really having it take place at a completely different place. What did you say? You've always been up to no good when it comes to me, so we had to act ahead of you. I mean, before, it was you canceling the reservations we had for the restaurant we planned on meeting you and your parents at. Then it was you canceling the reservation for us to go and have a look at some houses. So in order to be one step ahead of you, this time we set up a fake wedding, and you took the bait. I cannot believe this. You lied to me in order to save your guys' wedding? Were you guys planning on never telling me the actual location of your wedding and just having me not show up to it? Me, the daughter of a CEO? Me, who is the one whose father is the owner of a very powerful company? We weren't planning on not having you come or anything like that. We planned to tell you the real location of the wedding the day before. But seeing that you actually did fall for our trap and tried to cancel our wedding, your brother and I were totally right having set up a dummy wedding for you. You're the worst woman ever, telling the daughter of a CEO, me, a lie like that. I didn't lie to you in order to mess with you or anything, right? I just wanted to make sure this wedding would be safe from your antics. And, well, I'm happy we did end up making a plan for you. You frickin' cheeky woman. I don't want you to ever be a part of my family. I cannot believe that my little brother is wanting to marry some moneyless woman like you. No matter what you try and do to save your wedding, I'm going to have it canceled. No matter what? It's looking more and more like a good idea to me to keep the actual wedding's location a secret from you. Shut up. Do not talk back to me like that, you poor loser. I know that you only want to be a part of my family in order to get to my family's assets. I do not want some sly woman like you in my family taking all that we've worked so hard for. No matter what you do, that wedding is not going to happen. I'll make sure of it. I hope you aren't set on having a future being married to a wealthy man.
I just saw your text. I never would have thought my sister would actually take the bait and try to have our wedding canceled like that.
But luckily we did set up that dummy, so our wedding is still in the clear. However, we really need to start thinking about what to do with your sister. I didn't actually think that she'd be this against the two of us getting married.
I'm shocked by how far she's going myself. She really did it this time, trying to cancel what's going to be the happiest day of our lives.
Do you know why she's so against you and I getting married, though? I get that the family I come from is average compared to your family, Aiden. But she keeps treating me horribly because she thinks I'm without any money. There has to be another reason behind why she doesn't want me to marry you. Do you think I upset her in some way a while back and never noticed any of it?
No, I don't think there's any other reason to her craziness right now. She just doesn't like the fact that you're going to marry me. You haven't done anything wrong, Nina, so don't worry about that.
What? So she just doesn't like me then? So she doesn't like me marrying you, and that's what's driven her to do all this insane crap?
I'm sure you've already noticed this about her, but Danielle's pride is very high. She's been the daughter of a CEO ever since she was born and has been treated to pretty much everything because of it. And because of that upbringing, she has always looked down on those around her, finding that her own family will always be better than everyone else. Because of that, my dad has chosen to give up on her completely.
What?
My dad has already told me his plans regarding her. He said that he's going to end up giving his company to me when he retires. But when she found out about that, she flipped. I guess she just assumed that she'd be getting the company without having to show anything for it, and would be able to live her fabulous life forever. That is probably another reason why she doesn't want us getting married. She probably doesn't want you getting part of the money I receive as CEO when you're my wife, so she's been trying to get you out of the family.
What the heck? So really, it's just her that cares about the money and your family's assets.
And I'm sure she's pretty pissed about the fact that she'll never get to become a CEO of the company my dad has. And once you're my wife, she'll probably no longer be allowed to do all the things she wants, because my mom and dad will be focused on us. She's pretty much going to lose her ability to be spoiled by the family's money, and she is not fond of that at all. And so she's going to all lengths to try and get our wedding and marriage canceled.
Well, I guess I understand now. Now there's at least some reasoning behind her madness.
My dad was always thinking of still having my sister become a part of his company. She might be a total witch, but she's not stupid. But every day her pride just continues to grow, and it's not worth it anymore for my dad to do anything with her. The fact that she thinks she's better than everyone for no good reason has really put my dad off ever wanting anything to do with her. He can tell that if he puts Danielle in charge of anything within his company, the place would fall apart in a day.
Well, nobody is going to want to work for or with someone who is going to constantly belittle them. Having her be in any leadership positions there would definitely spell trouble.
I'm sure that even she knows that she would never actually be able to handle the responsibilities, especially after she's done things like this to you. Just know that there is no way our wedding is going to be canceled by her, but we're still going to have to watch over things just to make sure.
I sure hope this wedding doesn't get harmed by her. She's like some kind of wild cat with claws that keep on going every time she feels that her future of luxury and money is being threatened.
I think once the wedding is over, she's going to give up once and for all. So, although I'm sure this is causing you a lot of worry, can you just deal with her a little more? We just have to make it to the wedding, and after that, things will be all right.
Well, we only have a month left before the wedding, right? As long as she doesn't find out about the true location of our wedding, everything's going to be fine on my end. Let's make sure this wedding goes perfectly, all right? Do you see what happens now? I think this means your wedding is canceled now. I mean, you're the bride, but you're all covered in that dark red wine now. That beautiful white wedding dress of yours is completely covered in it. What the hell do you think you're doing, Danielle? Do you have any idea what you just did to me? Pouring wine all over me like that from behind? Well, it's your fault for never telling me about your actual wedding plans until the last minute. Had you just told me, then we would have never had to come to this point we're at now. Do you really want for our wedding to be canceled that badly? Even if you are able to cancel this wedding, it's not going to increase your chance of getting the company from your dad any. Shut the hell up, you moneyless witch! I am never going to give up on getting my dad's company. The company, the money it has, and all the other assets from it are going to be mine because I'm my dad's first child. So to me, a woman like you coming into the wedding with my brother is nothing more than an obstacle. Excuse me? My dad has been saying he plans on giving the company to Aiden, but I think there's still time. A man that's been slighted by his older sister is never going to run any company. So I've been making plans all along to make sure the company falls back into my hands. I have to make sure that you and him don't get married, because if you were to become a part of my family and then started to have kids, both of my parents would fall for their grandbabies and would never turn around and let me have the company ever again. So that's why I'm going all out to make sure you never marry Aiden. So that's your reasoning behind all this then? You poured wine all over me because of your future? I find that moneyless lowlives like you look great covered in red, sticky wine. And actually, I think that once my dad sees how you look right now, he'll be on the same page as me. He would never want a disgusting woman like you to become a part of his great and wealthy family. Huh? Go ahead and cry about it, you baby. I loved the look on your face after I drenched you in wine. Thinking of how much it looked like you wanted to cry makes me laugh my butt off. You are the worst. And I mean that. Get your laughs in now for all the rude things you've done to me, because after today, you won't be laughing anymore. Stop it with all that talking and hurry up on canceling this wedding. I want a poor loser like you to get out of my life forever. You can't have a wedding anymore when you're covered in wine from head to toe. Then I guess this wedding is canceled. And once you've done that, never come around my family again. I want you to promise me that you'll stay away from my family and our money forever. I don't really care about all that, but are you sure that you're okay with this? You're about to be losing your dad, one of his biggest customers, if this wedding is canceled. And once that's happened, who knows what's going to happen to his company? What? I think you should hurry up and go take a look at your parents' faces right now. Both of them look like ghosts right now and on the brink of collapsing. So white that the color of all this wine on my dress really pops when standing next to them. Wait a second. What kind of customer are you talking about? What? You're nothing more than an average person, right? Which means all you work are like 3 part-time jobs or something to stay afloat, right? What? You had said that yourself before, right? You were talking about how back when you were in college, you had to pay for the costs all by yourself, and that required you to work so many jobs. And you were talking about how much of a failure your parents are because they were never able to save up any money for your education. And about how those two being your parents really ruined your life and turned you into a low-life runt. My parents happen to both be very amazing people. They both love to take on large challenges and even have started businesses overseas. What? They aren't really known for having any companies here in the States, but overseas they have quite a few large ones. And I happen to be their daughter. So, just like you, I happen to be the daughter of a couple CEOs. What? For as long as I can remember, I was living overseas all my life as a young girl. But once it was time for high school, I came back to the States to go somewhere here. And while I was here, back in the U.S. by myself, I got asked to do something by my parents. They said if I planned on going to college in the U.S., that I'd have to pay for it all by myself. Well, they covered some of my tuition, but besides that, I was on my own. They wanted to see just how well I could handle myself when challenged with having to be my only supporting pillar. What? And after a while of being on my own, I was able to get the hang of life and work for whatever money I needed. That's why I was talking about how in college I had to pay for everything myself. And that's why I was having to work so many part-time jobs. So that's what was going on? But of course, as a student, you can really only make so much for yourself. So for a while, I did have to struggle a bit with choosing what I could and couldn't afford. But when I think back on all that, the experience I gained was really worth it. I was able to learn how to manage my life with just a little bit of money I earned. And I don't think you should be making fun of me for gaining that kind of experience. If anything, you should be respecting me for going through something like that and making it out okay. Oh, Oh crap, my mom and dad are looking for me right now. You just told me they were both ghostly white, but right now they're as red as lobsters. I can tell that they're really, really pissed off. I'm sure they are. You went ahead and poured wine all over the bride on her wedding day. And this wasn't just about marrying your brother, but about the talks I had with your dad on a business level. I think it's only fair that everyone involved in those talks would be pissed at you. But I didn't know you were this kind of person back when I did all of that, so this was just bound to happen. Go ahead and make up all kinds of excuses for it. I'd like you to go and tell your dad all of them right now. I'm going to go now. And just as you had wanted, this wedding is being canceled. Please help me, Nina. Do something to get my dad to stop being so upset with me. What was that? What's happened to you? Did all those excuses you have not work out so well? He didn't listen to a thing I said and slapped me 3 times across my face. He has never touched me before like that. My face is super swollen now and it really stings. Wow, so he's a lot more mad than even I thought. This is all horrible. He's told me that he had planned to talk at the wedding about how my brother would be the next CEO of his company. And he had a lot of the bigwigs from his company there at the wedding to hear about the news. He wanted this wedding to double as a party for the news about Aiden becoming the next confirmed CEO. Wow, is that right? But now he's blaming me for the whole thing crumbling into shambles, and that I'm the cause for what will soon be a huge mess that he has to clean up regarding the company. And he's told me that I've embarrassed the whole family. And now that I think about it, there were around 200 people joining us for the wedding. And most of those people there happened to be a lot of the people we know from work, and those that are currently working for your dad. My dad slapped me with all his strength, Nina. He wants me to leave his family now. He told me he doesn't even see me as his daughter anymore, so I'm to leave the house. Really? So your dad is cutting ties to you now? He is! I tried to apologize to him so many times now, but no matter how much I try, he's not going to listen to me. He's even told me he's done giving me any money and that I'm to get my own money now. I'm going to be kicked out of the house right now and will be forced to live on my own. And he doesn't want me ever coming around the family again. You've always been feeding off the money that your dad's given you, right? Life's going to be pretty difficult now without any money going to you anymore. You think that my life is going to only become difficult now? I won't be getting anything from them anymore, so life is impossible for me now. I can't live without someone giving me money. But you can live in an impossible state. You just have to try is all, and then I'm sure you'll find some way to carry on, right? I don't want to try, though. I want you to go and make things right for me with my dad. If you can do that for me, then I'll be kind with you from now on. I'll even allow you to marry Aiden. What? We won't be just sister-in-laws then, but actual sisters. We already are that way, right? Sisters? You would never want your older sister to go through all this crap like I am now, right? So as my little sister, go and do something to make sure I'm saved. You do think of me as your sister, right? You've always been an only child, which means you have been dying to have a sister of any kind. If you help me out with this, then I'll be your older sister forever. I don't need some scummy older sister like you, so no thanks. What? And I don't feel bad for you at all, actually. So please stop trying to get me to help with your struggle. Do you have any idea what terrible things you've just said to your older sister? I'm trying so hard to get someone to help me out here, and I've even said I'll be nice to you from now on, and you're still going to fight back?
If you think that Nina is fighting back at you for what you've done to her after calling her such horrible things, then you really are a monster of a woman. You have no right to be asking anyone for help after what you did to her at the wedding yesterday. You ruined that wedding of ours and still haven't seemed to realize that yet.
What? Wait, is that you, Aiden? Do you have Nina's phone now?
I'm asking you to please just leave Nina and I alone, all right? I'm going to be getting the company from Dad very soon. And once that happens, there will be no place in this family for you.
Wait a sec. Why are you not on my side in all of this? You're my little brother.
Well, if you wanted me to side with you, you should have acted like a grown-up.
What?
Your pride has grown too big for your own good, and it's made living with you as your sibling hell. You always acted like everyone around us was horrible while trying to be kind to me. But it always had the opposite effect, leading up to you ruining my wedding with the woman I love. I was really hoping that you would get along with her, because I wanted to make her my wife, but you never came around to her, and that pushed me to my limits.
What?
On the most important day of my life, you poured wine all over the most important woman of my life. I don't care how long I've been your family, I'm not forgiving you over that. Now that I'm next in line to becoming the CEO, I'm going to make sure I do everything in my power to keep you away from us. I'm going to get rid of the horrible influence that's been tarnishing my family's name once and for all.
What? Wait a second, Aiden. What the hell has happened to you? You were never the kind of boy that would say such scary things as that to me.
I told you, I have to get rid of the bad influence in my family. In order to do that, I need to change into a real man. The man my family needs. The man that has to be here to protect his wife who's been hurt. I've had enough of you, Danielle.
No way.
This is not just Dad kicking you out of the family, but everyone. We are all finished with your BS and are cutting ties to you. Never, ever come around us again.
But that's not going to be good for me. I've never worked a job in my life, and you know that. And I've just been trying to live off the money Dad makes with his company. Please do anything besides cutting ties to me and ending the money you give me.
Then you get your butt over to us right now and apologize in person. You come tell us just how sorry you really are after ruining our wedding. If you want to be forgiven for all your sins, then you're going to have to start by begging. I want you on your hands and knees begging us for forgiveness after pouring wine all down my wife's head and dress.
What?
Although I'm sure you of all people will never be able to understand what I'm asking for. You probably have no idea what trouble you've just caused for her whole family yesterday.
But you're asking me to get on my hands and knees, all because I poured some wine on her?
I never said I was going to force you to come here. I'm just saying that if you don't come over here right now begging for our forgiveness, then we're done with you.
What?
Honestly, I'm starting to think it's better not to forgive you. I'd actually like to see you struggle for the rest of your life after what you've done. I want you to turn out like Nina after having to go through a difficult time in life that's made you fend for yourself. Do your best with that new life you have coming, Danielle. I promise I'll be doing my best as the next CEO of Dad's company.
After that, I'm not sure if it was her pride getting the best of her or not, but Daniela never came to us to apologize and beg. And she eventually did end up getting kicked out of her parents' house and forced into a small apartment downtown where she's begun living on her own. But, of course, never having learned how to take care of herself, she's had trouble finding a part-time job where she can actually last more than a couple of days. So because of that, she's had a really rough time getting back on her own 2 feet. However, I'm thinking that someday she will be able to learn her way around and become a better adult from it. As for Aiden and myself, I had managed to have a spare dress prepared for me in case any sort of damage occurred to the main dress. So all I had to do was go grab that backup dress and wear it to my wedding, which had been put back on. But before getting the wedding started again, we made sure to not let Daniela get any word of it. So we made sure everyone didn't post or say anything about it online to keep her away. I really hope that by having her excluded from the rest of her family and the company now, she'll learn that everything she did was wrong. And hopefully, if and when that day comes around, she's supporting herself well enough that she never has to make an attempt to come back.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.
Hey Audrey, you and I are breaking up today. I have finally found the woman that I'm destined to be with.
Cedric?
I'm going to be married to that woman and live a happy life. And she already told me that she wants to get married, so we've already found a place we plan to hold our wedding at too. So you and I are over after today.
Wait a second, Cedric. Who the heck is this woman you're destined to be with? Haven't you been dating me for a while now with the intent of marrying me? Yet now you're telling me that you've already gone and chosen a place to marry this other woman?
As far as girlfriends go, you were a really good one. You never got upset with me about anything, and your cooking has been outstanding. You really didn't require any kind of work from me, but I don't see you as being someone I can marry. I only see myself marrying the daughter of a CEO and gaining a whole lot of money after I become her husband.
Huh?
When it comes to men, we sometimes marry for money as well. Anyway, just know that I'll be marrying her and gaining a whole lot of money doing so. Man, I never thought the day would come where I would be able to become rich this easily.
Wait. Right now, I have zero clue about what all is going on. Don't tell me that you've been cheating on me this whole time with that woman while you and I have been dating, right?
Well,
So you have been cheating on me, and with the daughter of a CEO?
well, yeah. It's crazy to think the daughter of a famous CEO is willing to marry a man like me. Right now, I'd have to say I'm the happiest man in the world.
How did you ever end up with the daughter of a CEO, though? Does someone with the money she has really want to get married to a basic office worker?
What are you talking about? How would you know who I'm really destined to end up with?
What?
Actually, you should know considering that she's your best friend, Erica. My God, if I'd known sooner that you were friends with the woman whose father's the CEO. I'm surprised about how well you kept her hidden from me for so long. The fact that she's even friends with a basic chick like you is crazy to me.
Are you kidding me? You've been cheating on me with one of my best friends? And out of all my friends, Erica?
And it's because I plan to marry her now that you and I are no longer a couple. I'm going to marry that Erica girl and become freaking rich. And maybe at some point in the future, become the next CEO of her father's company. Then I'd be on top of this world, winning at everything I've ever wanted to as a super popular CEO.
Come on now, Erica. What the heck were you thinking taking the hand of one of your best friend's boyfriends? I know that you've been going out with Cedric behind my back. Oh, you've already figured that out? Well, I was just told by Cedric a little bit ago that he wants the two of us to break up after today. He plans on getting married to you, so he told me that we're no more. And he said that you both already chose where you're having your wedding? Come on now, Cedric. I know that he wants the two of us to get married as soon as possible, but he shouldn't have told you about us just yet. I wanted to enjoy the thrill of going out with him behind your back for a little bit longer. Stop acting like you've done nothing wrong here and explain yourself. You've really done it now after stealing your best friend's boyfriend and dating him behind my back. And what makes this a whole lot worse is that you already planned to get married. Hold up now, Audrey. Could you calm down just a tad bit? I didn't take him from you because I wanted to. He was the one who fell in love with me first. He came up to me and said that he'd rather be married to me than to some plain Jane like you. Huh? Well, there's no stopping that from happening, though, right? After all, I'm the daughter of a CEO and have loads of money. And on top of that, I'm a sexy-looking girl, so I'm obviously the better choice compared to you. It's only natural that he chooses to throw you out for me. Excuse me? If you plan to hold something like this against me, then go right ahead and be hateful. Even if you did look really good, you're not the daughter of a man with lots of money and barely make it by with that simple job of yours. If you'd been half as good as me, then maybe you could have held on to my Cedric and never lost him to my influence. Who cares that you're the daughter of a CEO? I've had enough of this. Where do you get off thinking it's okay to take the hand of one of your best friend's boyfriends like that? I've seriously had enough of you, Erica. It's not even like the company your dad runs is a good one anyway. I remember it wasn't too long ago that it was on the edge of going bankrupt because of your dad. So stop acting like just because you're the daughter of him, you have the money to just live the life you please. What was that? I remember back in middle school when your parents both died in a car accident and how I was there to care for you when you needed someone to understand you. Yet now you think that by having that title as the daughter of a CEO, you can just treat others like crap. Get a hold of yourself and look at what you're doing to me, your friend. Well, even if they are dead, I'm still the daughter of a CEO. What does it matter that my dad is dead now and is no longer the current CEO? I was born into this world as the CEO's daughter, and I'm going to stay that way. So even if my dad is now dead and his company almost fell apart after he passed, I am still the daughter of a CEO. What? And also, I have all the money and assets that my parents left behind for me. And all of that is available for me because of my dad. Unlike someone like you, I am able to live the life I want every day without having to worry about money. I'm telling you right now, Erica, you need to stop this. All that money you keep on bragging about is pretty much used up by this point, right? What? I know that you've come trying to borrow money plenty of times now, right? You've tried your best to live off what your parents left for you, but even that money has a limit. And I'm sure that now you're trying to find someone to care for you, and you're using your past image as a CEO's daughter to lure men into you. Why do you know all about that? I knew you never noticed a thing about me. The person that had to hear about how you wanted to come and borrow money after your money began to run out was me. What the? You were the nasty-looking chick at the front desk that I spoke to? You're the one that chose not to give me a penny even after I told you how much I needed the money and everything? I heard about how you'd be coming in to talk about how you needed the money and everything. And so to keep you from noticing that I was working the front desk, I did my makeup pretty poorly to hide myself from you. And I know more than just what happened between you and me at the front desk. I know that after I told you no, you stormed out of there whining like a child. But I never knew that was you there. How could you do something like that to me? I didn't do it thinking that I'd be able to listen to your sad reason for wanting more money. I did it just to keep you from knowing where I work. What I want to know is why you thought it was okay to take your best friend's boyfriend from her. Well, actually, I don't need an answer because you can have him now that I know how awful of a man he is. But you need to stop lying to him about yourself. Tell him that you're no longer the daughter of a CEO, okay? I'm not lying to him about that, though. I am the daughter of a CEO, all right? Now, you'd better keep that information about my parents and I a secret, okay? Don't you dare say anything needless to him about me.
I'm assuming that the invitation to our wedding has made it to you by now? We're going to have a special seat saved there just for you, so you'd better come.
What kind of special seat could you have saved for me? And I've never even heard of anyone inviting their ex-girlfriend to their wedding before, Cedric.
But I understand that, but to the two of us, you're like our Cupid. So we'd like you to be there on the day of our wedding to see the final product of you dating me.
Huh? I'm your guys' Cupid?
Well, it's because of you that I'm going to be able to marry the daughter of a CEO and gain lots of money. To be honest, for a long time I didn't think you had any good-looking friends that were worth my time until I finally found out about Erica. And once I knew who she was, I ran into her on the street and asked her to go out for lunch with me. And that was the day I learned that not only was she sexy, but she also had a wealthy father and lots of money. When I learned that, I thought I'd take my chance and tell her that I loved her, not thinking that she'd actually say yes to us dating.
So that's how the two of you began cheating on me.
If I had never started dating you way back then, there would have been no way of me finding Erica and telling her that I love her. So, to show you my thanks to you, I sent you that invitation to our wedding and have a special seat waiting for you.
I don't need any thanks from you, though. So I'm going to say no to coming to that wedding of yours.
Come on now. Don't say something so cold to me. This wedding is going to be pretty flippin' huge, with lots of gorgeous decorations and delicious food, all thanks to her father's money. I don't think you're ever going to be invited to a wedding like ours for the rest of your life, Audrey. This is a very important event for everyone, so put our past behind us and come see our special day.
Huh? You guys are having this wedding with Erica's dad's money?
And actually, it looks as though our parents are going to be handling all the costs of our wedding for us. Man, that sure does sound like something a couple of wealthy people would do for their daughter and son-in-law. I won't even have to pay a penny for this wedding, and that gets me super excited.
What? Her parents are paying? Is that what Erica told you?
Yep. Her parents both seem to be very busy people, as is expected of them, so I haven't been able to meet them yet, but if they're paying for this whole wedding, then they must be really amazing parents. And so, to show them just how happy I am to become their son-in-law, I put together a wedding worth over $1 million.
$1 million?
And that's why you definitely need to come to it. We are having a Michelin-rated chef cooking the food for us, and all the alcohol is going to be imported. We are putting their money into every corner of this wedding and make sure it's worthwhile for everyone.
That's going to be one hell of an amazing wedding then, Cedric. I hope you really enjoy it.
I will. And that's why I'm saying if you don't come to this wedding, you'll regret it all your life. I want to make sure that you know that, and that we put a lot of thinking into having you at the CEO daughter's wedding. I really want you to see what $1 million wedding, all paid for by her parents, will look like.
But that girl doesn't even have any parents anymore.
What?
Even after everything, it seems she's still gone and left you in the dark. That must mean she's still lying to you about herself. I don't want to say anything else that might harm you guys, so just go and talk with her about what she said before you have that wedding. If you don't talk to her before then, you'll both be left paying for that whole wedding with no help from anyone.
What's with that? Why do you think she's lying to me and leaving me in the dark? And what's all this about her not having any parents? Why would you say something like that to me now?
I just happen to know a lot about Erica and her family, and that's why I'm saying this. Erica is not the daughter of any CEO now. Her parents passed away quite some time ago, back when we were in middle school.
Huh?
And after that, her father's company had a really hard time dealing with his loss and almost went completely under. But even after all of that, she still uses her past as the daughter of a CEO to get what she wants now. But in reality, she isn't the daughter of a CEO anymore and is just another simple girl like me.
What? What the heck do you mean? Is all of what you're saying to me actually true?
It sure is. And that's why I recommend you talk with her one last time about all of this before you have that wedding. If you don't, you are going to marry someone who doesn't have a lot of money and will expect you to pay for her wedding.
You're lying, right? There's no way what you're saying about her is true. She told me herself that her father is a CEO and a popular one at that. That's not a lie? You're just messing with me, right? If she really is without parents, then what's going to happen to our wedding? She told me that they both were going to pay for the whole wedding and that I could spend as much as I pleased on it.
Maybe she was saying that with the intent of using whatever money she has left from her parents to pay for the wedding?
What? Erica really has that kind of money from her parents after they passed away? Well, if that's the case, then for the time being, I'm in the clear. If she has the money to throw a wedding like this with me, then who cares that her parents aren't around anymore?
I'm sorry, but I don't think she has the money to call yourself in the clear. As far as I'm aware, whatever money her parents did leave for her is pretty much gone now. And right now, I'm aware that she's been trying to work with legal loan sharks asking to borrow money to make ends meet.
What? She's trying to borrow money now?
Like I've suggested, you should go and talk with her once more about all of this. And that will be your chance to ask her about all the lies she's been telling you, and you can learn about the real story. If you don't learn now, you are going to have a very destructive wedding on your hands. Stop screwing around with me, Audrey. You've really caused a whole lot of unnecessary BS now. I remember telling you to keep all of that a secret, right? I'm sorry, but I just couldn't sit around and let you take Cedric down with you. There's no way in hell you'd be able to pay for $1 million wedding like Cedric told me you could. As far as legal terms go, you're trying to have a fraudulent marriage. Shut the hell up! And as for this $1 million wedding, I've heard nothing about it. I only have another $10,000 left from my parents that I'm not going to be spending on the wedding. At the very most, I'll put maybe $5,000 of it into the wedding, but that's it from me. But what the hell is with Cedric making all these plans for the wedding that's raised the cost of it up to $1 million? Oh, now I see what's going on here. So he must have thought that since you told him you're the daughter of a CEO, that your parents would pay for the whole thing easily. Well, it's not like he's to blame, considering that you told him your parents are rich. Huh? You did tell him that you're still the daughter of a CEO and that they'd be paying for that wedding, right? Why else would he be saying that you told him all of that? I mean, if you told me something like that as a lie, I'd believe you as well and go all out on my wedding. I had no choice then. If I told him the truth about my parents and I, then he would have never gone through with wanting to marry me. I just wanted to get married as soon as possible, and this was the only way. I understand how you feel about wanting to get married soon, since we're all at that age now where marriage is on the mind. But there are right ways of finding someone and very wrong ways, Erica. What the hell? It's not like everything I've told him is a lie, right? It's still true that I am the daughter of a CEO. It's just that my dad is no longer around, and neither is the company that he ran, but I'm still his daughter. In other words, you are no longer the daughter of a CEO. Erica, all you are now is a simple woman. I am not. I am still the daughter of a CEO and always will be. And that's the reason why I'm planning on starting a company of my own in his image. Huh? You're starting a company now? There are tons of other people that will try to stop me from doing what I'm doing, telling me that because my dad is gone, I'm no longer the daughter of a CEO. So if that's the case, then I'll just revive my dad's company like it was before he passed away. I'm going to make this new company in his image and give it the exact same name. A company with the same name? Are you actually running that company already? Not at this time. I have the company put together, but I have no idea how to actually run the place. What? Well, that just means you've made an LLC, but don't actually do anything with it, right? Well, it's still a company nonetheless, and so that's all I need. And I plan to end this company anyway the moment I marry Cedric. I just have the company put together to make him think that I'm the daughter of its CEO, and that's it. You've really gone ahead and committed a textbook case of fraud then. Making up a company just so that you can get the man you want? I started the company when I was taken out to lunch by him when you both still dated. I already knew about him because of you and knew that he looked like a great guy. And since I was able to show him my dad's company and say that I was the CEO's daughter, I was able to get him right into my arms. And that's why he and I are going to get married. But now you've gotten in the way of my plans, and I'm not going to forgive you for that one. I don't need you to forgive me for any of this. All I really care about is that you return all the money you borrowed back to those you borrowed it from. There's already word out there about how some of the loan sharks you borrowed from are looking for you. Huh? I'll just leave you with this. Even if after your marriage your last name changes, that won't be enough to stop people from finding you and getting their money back. I'm really not sure why you went through all of this trouble to get married to Cedric, but don't think that it's that easy to run away from your debts. What? It isn't. I can't get rid of this debt after I marry Cedric? Well, then that means there's no reason for me to be getting married to him right now at all. Of course you'd think that now. I'm not sure what will happen to the two of you now, but whether you both break up now or he forgives you for lying and you both stay together, you are still going to have to deal with the money you borrowed. You went around saying you're the daughter of a CEO, so make sure you uphold that image by paying off all your debt.
Aubrey, listen to me. I was lied to badly by Erica. Just as you had told me before, she is not the daughter of a CEO anymore. And not only that, but she started a fake company to make it seem like her father's company was still around. And she's got all sorts of debt piled up. She's a wretched woman.
She is supposed to be the woman you're destined to be with, so don't go around calling her a wretched woman like that.
What destined woman are you on about? I've already gone and broken up with her. And as for the wedding, it's canceled.
What? You went and canceled it? Even after you went and sent all the invitations out to everyone?
Well, you don't have to tell me that. I'm very embarrassed by all of this, and it's all her fault. But I'd rather be embarrassed about canceling the wedding than being with a woman like her now. And I'm going to make sure that she's the one to pay for the wedding cancellation fees. Once that's all handled, I'll get back together with you and we can get married.
Yeah. I'm going to marry you now?
I've already gone and broken up with Erica. So please, can you get back together with me again and make things right? I messed up by thinking that she was the daughter of a CEO, but it's because of me falling for her lies that I've come to realize how amazing of a woman you are.
No thanks, Cedric. You went and cheated on me with her, so there's no making things right after that. Do you really think I want to be back dating a man like you? And besides, you told me that Erica is your destined wife, and that's the reason you cheated on me with her, right?
Hey, come on now, Audrey. You and I can make things work again. And be honest with me, Audrey. You are happy to hear that I want you back now, right? You told me that she was lying to me because you still have feelings for me, right? Why else would you have helped me out if it wasn't out of love?
What?
I'm right? If you really had something against me, you would have let me fall into her trap and live a life in misery. But you ended up helping me out before that happened. You worried about me and made sure I knew about her lies. You helped me out of that mess because you still love me, right?
I just didn't want the two of you getting married. That's the only reason I told you about her. I didn't do any of that because I still love you, so stop thinking something as crazy as that.
Come on. You did all that because you want me back.
No, I'm serious about not loving you. And also, I have a fiancé now.
Huh?
To tell you the truth, just yesterday he and I met and started dating. And the reason we started a relationship is because we love one another enough to get married, making him my fiancé, in other words.
Huh? It hasn't even been a month since you and I broke up. Yet you have a new man now? And you already plan to marry him? That's way too soon to be thinking about marriage.
Our love has nothing to do with how soon we get married. You and I don't have anything between us anymore, and I love this new man a whole lot. I have the right to love him to the point that I want to marry him, and you can't do squat about it.
But listen, normally you'd still have some sort of feelings towards your ex, right? There's no way your feelings for me went away within a month like that, right?
But that's the great thing about this past month. I haven't felt a single thing for you since the day we broke up, and I am thankful for that. To tell you the truth, I hate people that cheat on others, and so you made it clear to me that you didn't want me liking you anymore when you told me about what you were doing. The moment you said you cheated on me, all those years of us being together vanished. And that's why I was able to find a new man so easily and find out that I really love him.
Huh?
So in other words, thank you for cheating on me. It's because of you being such a disgusting jerk that I was able to move on to a real man.
Hey, so you really don't plan on making things right with me? You really do plan to get married to a man who isn't me?
Of course I do. So don't you ever come around my life again, Cedric. I don't care whether you choose to leave Erica or stay together with her. But you did say that she was your destined woman, so you should treat her as such. Now you have a great rest of your life. After that, based on rumors about those two, they ended up breaking things off with one another completely. And following that, those loan sharks began to catch up to Erica to get their money from her, and she ran off into the night. At this point in time, nobody has any idea where that girl could be, and I think she's going to stay missing for the rest of time. As for her ex-boyfriend Cedric, he was left having to pay for all of the wedding's cancellation fees after his ex ran away to never be heard from again. And the fees for canceling came out to around $30,000. He tried to ask friends and family to help him pay the fees off, but everyone turned him away, calling him an idiot for what he'd done. And so in the end, he was left having to use all his savings to pay off those fees. And following all of that, he sent me a message saying that I should be aware by now that he is a way better boyfriend than my new man. But to get him to realize how wrong he was, I sent him an image of our wedding day, and since then he's blocked me. If you really want to cut ties to a disgusting man, you just have to show him that your life's way better without him.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.